Alrighty, what's up folks? My name is Drew and I'm with FastLane Emergency Vehicles. We are here with these beautiful Ford Expeditions for Richmond Ambulance Authority. There are 6 of these in total. We have 4 of them with us right now. These are courtesy of Pen Care via salesman Chance Kimball, so reach out to him if you're in Virginia for all your beautiful FastLane needs. As always, we're going to dig in, check these bad boys out. All right, so as I mentioned previously, these are Ford Expeditions for Richmond Ambulance Authority. You might notice some of these rigs look a little different than others. We have a Paramedic response truck here and the EMS Supervisor rig here. We'll delve into the Paramedic unit here very shortly. Alrighty, so here we are at the front of the Paramedic Chase unit. As I mentioned before, this is a Ford Expedition. They have a nice ProGuard push bumper that we installed here on the front of the truck. 2 forward-facing lamps. On the side of the uprights, we have a sound-off M-Power 4-inch unit here, as well as down here in the fog light area, which is also supplemented by a 4-inch M-Power here on the front fender. So a ton of front intersection lighting. You love to see it. Our graphics guys in-house, we do all the graphics and everything here. This nice graphics package, I love when we use orange. It's like a really cool printed color that we do. Obviously all reflective, all good 3M stuff. Up top we have a sound off N-Force light bar, polycarbonate lens, everything you know and love. And down on the running boards you have an SL running light. Looks really good, provides a lot of side illumination on the warning package. For rear intersection lamps on the quarter panel, we have another 4-inch M-Power, Star of Life back here, unit designator on the quarter glass. All the way to the rear, we have, obviously a seal, the M-Pack Aero kit, so it's a traffic advisor and warning lamp that lives underneath the rear spoiler of these things. Nice, beautiful chevrons, vertical M-Powers left and right of the license plate, and then 2 horizontal on the back bumper. These all can also toggle solid white for reverse lamps and scene lights. And then over here, we have a smart plug, so it has some shoreline action going on. All right, so we are here in the cab of the RAA Paramedic Chase unit. Up top, we have a custom CAD design CNC cut powder coated aluminum faceplates, poly build textured overhead console. So you have 3 speakers integrated for radio heads, 2 2 3/4-inch Technique dome lights, and as well as a 4.3-inch FastPlex touchscreen. The FastPlex is a multiplex OB2 integrated system that we manufacture that has touch control, obviously, controls all the functionality of the vehicle. Work lighting, controllers for a Templox climate controlled storage boxes, say that 5 times fast, and then a bunch of other cool contextual actions are all controlled by this screen. Moving down here to the center console, again, CAD design, CNC cut, built to suit, so all custom for whatever your needs are. On the side here, as always, as part of our electrical management system, we have a 20-position Eaton fuse block, which houses all fused items on the vehicle. 10 key-on power and 10 constant power items. Moving front to back on the console itself, we have a customer-supplied Motorola radio head, a knockout for an APX in the future, a SL295 siren controller, so nice, standard rotary knob stuff everyone knows and loves. We have this Gamber Johnson tablet mount French through the front of the center console. Really love doing this because it ensures your passenger has good leg room and you can have easy access to the tablet when you're driving it. They have a customer supplied Havas tablet itself, as well as a Mongoose mount for the keyboard. So push that over to you guys as if you'd be using it. And then moving back, we have a USB, so USB-C and USB dual power point, as well as a backlit cigarette lighter. Dual marine grade cup holders, a fabricated aluminum adjustable armrest, so nice and comfy, and a big open map book slot. Towards the rear, you can see the backside of our Templox heat exchanger. This is a climate-controlled drug storage cabinet that I'll talk about a little bit more in specifics when we get back to it. And then you have a glove storage box back here. All right, so here, where the back door is, where the full bench seat would be, we have a ginormous cabinet. So we did a lot of mid-row cabinetry here at FastLane, so we delete either the 40 or the 60% portion of the bench seat. On this unit, we've actually elected to delete the entirety of it, so 100% back seat delete, and it has the cabinet coming all the way from the rear lift gate to the back of the front seat, so maximizing the storage potential of the short wheelbase full-size SUV. Here we have an open storage area with a 110 volt outlet that is controlled by, that has onboard 110 volt power controlled by our FastPlex system via an onboard inverter. Here we have our Templox unit. So this is a fabricated aluminum insert, nice and white. That's the backside of our heat exchanger I mentioned before. So this is a drug storage unit. And then it has a knockout plate because the customer is going to be supplying their own electronic locks for it at a later date. We have some oxygen storage containers, or oxygen storage modules engineered into the cabinet here. We have an open storage section there, some nice horizontal storage. You put, like, you know, maybe a small bag or some kind of device, whatever you want. All right, so over on the opposite passenger side, we have the other half of the mid-rear protrusion. We have these really nice cargo nets here. Pop these bad boys off. And then you can reveal the adjustable shelving unit, another 110 volt outlet, and the electrical box. So it has a front-facing vented Lexan cover down here, and has a manhole access latch, up top. Has all the electrical components of the vehicle, so radio brains, brain for the FastPlex controller, breakout boxes, relays, everything's located right there. And then this storage cubby actually protrudes backwards into the cabinet, so you have a lot of flexibility for storage. All right, so here at the rear of the truck, the butt of the aforementioned tipped butt, we have some warning lamps facing rearward, some more 4-inch M powers, 4 2 3/4-inch Technique dome lights facing down for illumination when you're back here. We have these very large, very wonderful trays for storage. Actually, these bad boys, I'll pull one all the way out. Comes out a lot, has the integrated drawer release slide here, so we love doing those. Another open tray down here. Like I said, these things are ginormous. Then we have an open lip storage cubby up top, a front face plate here with a 12 volt cigarette lighter outlet, as well as a 110 volt outlet there. This drawer is actually really cool. Side entrance, is like open here on the side, so it's a windowed storage tray, cubby, whatever you want to call it. It's really cool. This is good stuff. Push that back in, and we have a main command board down here. So we have 2 cutouts for radio heads down here with integrated speakers. Over here we have USB, and 12 volt cigarette lighter. We use these. All of these are always backlit. You have another 4.3-inch FastPlex touchscreen. Again, it controls all the functionality of the vehicle. You want to come in, you can see has the lighting controller built into it, a controller for the Templox unit, so the climate controlled drug storage unit. Lets you know how warm or cold it is right now. And you also have the inverter controller built into it. So anything CAN bus is controlled by this. Super, super powerful stuff. We love it. We know it. You will love it too. Gastra assisted vertical writing surface. So this pops up and you can write some stuff and things. And then a customer supplied computer mount tablet dock will live here, but this pops up in the interim. So this has a variable height. You can put this whatever angle you want. Super cool. Alrighty, and we're now moving on to the EMS Supervisor rig. No push bumper, so no Pro Guard on this one. Still has the mirrored emergency on the front, this time in blue. Main difference is it has 4 forward-facing M powers built into the grille. The remainder of the lighting package is largely the same. Well, it's exactly the same. But we'll work our way around so you can just, see it all again. M powers, front intersection. I like doing these kind of dual front intersection setups. It really, the vast majority of the time you're blowing through an intersection running code 3, so makes a lot of sense. SL running lamp, good use of space there. End force, light bar, rear M power. Another spark plug lives here for shoreline power. Close your bag up. And then the arrow stick. This is also really cool. The rear of this truck is how we like to set up, lighting packages kind of as a generalization. The under spoiler arrow kit it's just really good. It's cost effective. It gets a lot of light. Vertical next to the license plate, and then 2 horizontal in the back bumper. Just perfect. All right, so we are here in the back of the EMS Supervisor rig. The overhead and the console are exactly the same, so no need to touch on those again. But this one has the entirety of the rear of the bench seat, so it's just a rear cabinet. Large vertical vented Lexan cover for the electrical box, so again, has all the electrics on the vehicle, all the electrical items, I should say. Adjustable shelving unit back here, facing the back seats. We haven't done this a ton. This is actually really cool. I like this. And you have some kind of stepped storage back here for miscellaneous. Alrighty, so we are at butt number 2 of the truck. So we have, again, same deal with the lift gate, 2 3/4 inch dome lights, the whole 9 yards. The cabinet is similar, but a little bit different. Open lip storage area here, 110 volt gang box over there. Couple of power points. Again, always backlit, always dual USB with USB-C and USB-A, and cigarette lighter, so good stuff. Open storage cubby here. Another Templox unit. This is a pre-wire for the customer supplied lock that they'll be installing whenever they get those in. You can see on the inside the temperature sensor. So again, self-regulating unit controlled by our FastPlex system. Good stuff. We know it. We love it. Another command drawer, exactly the same as the other truck, but I'll go over it again because it's a really good one. You have a nice sort of like trophy area here. So they'll keep their radio mics and all the good stuff there. Cutouts for radio heads, radio speakers. Another FastPlex system, again, controls all the functionality of the truck. Templox controller, inverter controller, emergency light and work light menu, little pictograph of the truck, battery life indicator, everything that's good. Another gastro-assisted command board for writing, and another provision for a tablet device, monitor, whatever they have you. So multiple cutout holes, really good stuff, very flexible. All right, folks, I appreciate taking the time to check out the 2 Richmond Ambulance Authority rigs with me. These trucks should actually look a little bit familiar because we've done a couple of these before in the same graphic scheme, but updated cabinets, updated lighting package, looks really good. Really like this truck over here, like with the the full rear cabinet. It's super nice. The full mid-row delete maximizes how much gear you can really shove into one of these things, so it's nice to see it in action. But in general, beautiful trucks. I love anything with orange on it. But yeah, as always, shout out to our first responders. We appreciate everything you guys do, and this is why we're here, building trucks for y'all. But as always, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share all of our cool FastLane content, and we'll be here with more. So later, guys.